What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert. Oh yeah, guys. So we're here in the Twilight Forest. Yep, surprise, surprise. So we've been trying to work on getting wireless power, right? And in order to get these flux points, we need to have the flux cores, which means we have to have a dimensional transceiver put through a sag mill, which means we need an octadic capacitor. Well, I guess we need an octadic capacitor in order to make the dimensional transceiver, but in order to make the octadic capacitor, we need charged draconium blocks. Now, this is going to require a lot of power, so getting power is going to be one problem, but in order for us to make the charged draconium blocks, we need draconium. So yeah, I've been kind of trying to figure out different ways to collect draconium. Draconium, if we look here, you can see that it spawns in the deep dark, on Mercury, pretty much every other planet except for the overworld. I don't think it spawns in the nether, and I am 100% certain that there are not comets in the end, so we can't even go there to get it. So we're here in the Twilight Forest because I was trying to figure out different ways to get this ore. I saw that the deep dark was listed here as well. Was the Twilight listed here? Yeah. So it says 0.00% chance that you can find the Twilight. So we have been finding it, and that looks like a little bit more than a 0.00% chance is even one right there. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. Like, it shows that you can get it in the deep dark, right, at a 0.06. So that's like 600% better than what we can get it here in the Twilight. So I am kind of curious to see how that's going to go. If we look at deep dark, if we want to make this portal, we need to have ourselves 4 sextuple compressed cobblestone, plus a draconium ingot and some iridium. That's not really a big deal, but this is what's gonna prevent us from doing it, I think. We'll have to take a look and see what our cobblestone supply is, but regardless, I gotta get away from that spider. That thing's driving me crazy. Regardless, we found a bunch of these draconium ores. I've tried to mark them all, and I've gone quite the distance here in the Twilight, just vein mining in a straight line. Yep. In fact, I've gone through about half of our miner stews that we made last episode, and you can see here my nutrition is dropped far enough that, yeah, we have, where is it? Yeah, right here. We lost all of our hearts. I went to the end. I was trying to look for those comets, so I clicked the auto map thing. Like, if you go into the map here, you click this button, like, it'll kind of explore out more of these chunks that you've loaded, but you haven't necessarily been there for the map to update. So yeah, you can do that, and it will like do his auto map thing and kind of like uncover all the regions you've been, so you can see a little bit more around you. It's gonna take forever here in the Twilight because we have uncovered a few different chunks, I do believe. But anyway, so trying to get the draconium ore, well, I guess the draconium dust. We got to figure out the best way to get this stuff. We found the ore, and I can keep finding it, but I want to get the most dust from the ores itself, right? So if we put on the grindstone, we get a chance to double 85%. So it's either 1 to 2 of them that you get. Let's see. I think did I click down the right one? It shows in the world gen. Oh, that's just showing us the drops. Yeah. If we put in the enrichment chamber, we can get up to 2 of them. A crusher. Pretty much, it looked like the best way to do this. Well, now I can't remember where it was. Yeah, in the sag mill. If we take the ore itself and put it through the sag mill, we can get 3 with 2 additional chances for extra. We get a 40% chance for 2 additional 1 and a 15% chance for 2 additional more. So that means that we can get potentially up to 7 of these per ore. So really what we need to do at this point is a silk touch. I don't think you can get like a whole lot of this stuff. Oh, it says it's stopped. Okay, good. I don't think you can get a whole lot of the dust just by fortuning. I think maybe up to 3. Well, I guess we can try. Let's fortune one of these. It says fortune 3 on it. Yep. Let's just see how many we get. So we get 4. Okay. Well, that's not bad. It's better than like smelting it, but really we need to get ourselves silk touch. I thought I had a silk touch item in my pouch, but I don't have a pouch on me. I must have put it back in the applied energistic system. Yeah, it kind of is annoying. So anyway, I am going to head back to the overworld, see if what we can find with silk touch. We should be able to get silk touch, no problem. I think we have a book for it if we need a vanilla tool or whatever. But Anyway, yep, that's our next goal, is to try and silk touch this ore and get as much draconium out of it as possible. Yep, and our portal's just right here. All right, be back in a minute, guys. All right, so we ended up with 15 additional draconium ore. Yep. So I think what I saw the best way to do it was through the sag mill using the enderium grinding balls, because that gives us like a good balance between duplicating the main and giving us a good percentage for extra on the secondary. So let's put one in there. Now remember, when we fortuned this before, it looks like we got 7. When we fortuned that before, we only got 4. So that was 7. That's another 7. Was that 8? I couldn't quite see that. There's an 11. Yeah, so this is pretty good. That was a 6, a 10, an 8, a 6, a 12, 8, 4. 4 is like the worst we've seen. That was a 12, and that was a 10. Okay, so we should have quite a bit of the draconium. We got 135 now. We had about, I think, 11 or 12 or something like that from before. I don't remember. Did the dragon, when we killed the end dragon, did it drop draconium? Or did we get that as a reward? I honestly don't remember how we got our initial bits of draconium in the system. But yeah, now that we have that, we can start looking at doing some of these other things. So we need to turn these into... Oh, how do you turn those into the blocks? Oh, we got a smelter, right? Okay. Is there a way for us to double this? If we look at the uses, if we smelt the dust, is there any way for us to double that? Putting it, melting that, it only gives us 1. I feel like we're not gonna be able to double this at all, but you never know. There might be some method where like you melt it down or whatever in a certain way and it doubles it, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like everything is 1-to-1. Okay, so we just need to put the dust through some kind of a furnace. We'll just drop it into this guy. That'll be just fine. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking you just take the dust, you could turn it into blocks, but yeah, I forgot. You absolutely do have to smelt it down before that can happen. All right, so now that we have that going, we can do this. And there is a couple blocks that we can use. All right, so that's gonna get us closer to here, but in order to make those, we do have to charge these blocks. So we have to make a crafting core and at least 1 pedestal for this recipe. 1 goes in the crafting core, then the surrounding recipe requires 1 pedestal. Okay, so to make a pedestal, we can do it, well, this is the way we're gonna have to do it. So we need liquefacted coal, 1 bucket, and then we're gonna need a bunch of this black iron. How much black iron do we have? We have 1 block. Okay, so not a whole lot. We need to make the black iron stuff. And we do that by putting Invar and graphite or whatever into our induction smelter. Right, so we need a lot of Invar in order to do this. So a tough alloy makes 4. Can we make tough alloy pretty quickly? Lithium and ferroboron and ferroboron. You know, I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. So we can get the most out of our Invar, right? We can get 4 that way. Okay, so I'll make recipes in our alloy smelter to make the tough alloys that we need. Yeah, I think we were all doing that by hand previously. It's boron and steel. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and make the recipes for the alloy smelter. Get that going. We'll make some of the black iron and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so we got the auto crafting of black iron taken care of. I can make like 100 of those if I wanted to. We can auto craft Invar now and it can take all this stuff and do what we need and turn it into the black iron. We have all the machines, it's just a matter of getting the patterns going. So I started getting everything together. We are going to need a total of 5 of these pillars, or the pedestals I guess is what they're called. Yeah, each one of those was the iron slate, 3 of the black iron plus a block, right? So that's 9, 12, 13, 14, right? 14 black iron per pedestal. The crafting core here requires 4 of them to craft this, and then we're going to need the additional 1 to place an item on, right? So we need a total of 5 of these. So then we also need osmiridium ingots. Now, osmiridium looks like we can alloy that in the smeltery if we wanted to do that. So it's just 1-to-1, and you get 2. But yeah, since we have the advanced metallurgic fabricator, the only thing we need to do is just place 1 osmium and 1 iridium, and we get 4, so we double. Iridium, we should have some. Yeah, not a whole lot. We do have some. So So let's do that, and then we'll do osmium. So this should make a total of 8. We don't really need 8, but, you know, might as well make a little bit extra, because I'm sure we'll need that for later on anyway. So this is our advanced metallurgic fabricator. So we just place that in here and that in there. Things should happen, and things happened. Okay, awesome. Normal item output. Yep, there we go. There's 8 of those things. Awesome. Okay, so that was pretty straightforward and easy for us to do. So now the only other thing is we have to make 3 more items. Let's get these in here. So there, or I guess we'll just throw those in here. It's fine. So yeah, in order to make the crafting core, we needed those 4 things, which we have prepared. We needed these 2, and then we need 3 of these crystalline components. So those require black iron slate. That's fine. And the luminescence, that stuff, not that expensive. However, it does require crystalline ingots. So crystalline, is it tine? I don't know. Crystalline ingots require an elite crafting table. The recipe itself, well, I was going to say it's not that bad. It does require another star, so we'll have to worry about that at the time when we get to this. But we have to make an elite crafting table. At this point, we've only ever made the basic crafting table. I don't remember why we made this, but we haven't touched it for a very, very long time. So the crystalline, let's put that on our list over here so we can quick get to it. So in order to do that, we need an elite crafting table. And in order to make the elite crafting table, we have to do all of this stuff and have at least 2 advanced crafting tables. So the advanced crafting table requires a basic crafting table. We're going to have to make 2 of those, right? So I have to make another basic crafting table. Let's click back here. That's more the black iron, a regular iron, some crafting tables. That's not really a big deal. No, we can do all of this stuff. No problem. Okay. So getting back to the advanced crafting table, that means that we need the advanced catalyst, which is gold and luminescence black iron. All right. The ultimate is emerald. Looks like these are all pretty much the same. I should make recipes for all these different things. All right. So getting to the gold one is going to be fine. The elite one, this is where things are going to start getting a little bit more complicated. We have to make glow glass blocks, which I think is fine. A crafter, tier 3, more of these elite components, hardened those cells, and I think we had to make those in order to make each one of the machine frames from thermal expansion. Mana dust, that's something we haven't had to mess with yet, so we're going to need mana diamonds, erothium dust, cryothium, petrothium, and mana powder. Man, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. So I tell you guys what, I'm going to start making all of the different recipes for these different components. We'll try and get ourselves up to the point where we need to get this going, and then we'll be right back, guys. All that auto crafting is super, super nice. We're starting to run out of room in our molecular assemblers here. We got some blank spots around, but I had to make some room to make one full line for all these different recipes here. Yeah, so we got a recipe for those. We got a recipe for the basic, recipe for the luminescence. But yeah, we are very much running out of space. So we're going to have to look at extending out our auto crafting situation here pretty soon. But as you can see, I have 2 of each of these different components and catalysts, and then an extra basic crafting table here. I'm not sure if I have to craft the recipe for this one on a basic, or if I can craft it on the advanced one. I don't know. It says that I have to craft it on the basic, so we might actually have to make another basic one. But that shouldn't be a big deal. Actually, you know what? We could just craft it right now. If we have it on auto craft, so I mean it does require some stuff, but I'm feeling fairly confident that we are going to need to craft it on that since it doesn't show otherwise. Okay, so now we have 2 of those and all these other things. Okay, so let's come over here. We'll do this. So there is 1 advanced crafting table. Let's just, for the fun of it, place this down and see if we can craft this on it. That on it. It doesn't show a thing here. Okay, so if we come over here and click this, then it shows a thing. Yeah, so we absolutely did have to have another one of those. Auto crafting for the win. Okay, so now that we have 2 of these gold ones, in order to make the elite, we have to craft it on a gold. So of course we are going to have to make another one of those gold ones. Oh boy. Okay, so component, means we have to, or actually, I guess, what are those catalysts? Catalyst. We have to make each one of these once again. It's a lot of crafting, but thankfully we have all the auto crafting set up for that. Then we need to make the component, one of each of them. Like so, like so, like so. Okay, so we got those and the catalyst, those. Awesome. All right, so we have all of those things. So we are going to have to make another basic crafting table. So we need a total of 4 of those so far. How are we doing? Okay, it's done. All right, so we'll do 1 more of these. So that, this guy. Okay, so now we can replace this with this. Actually, I guess we need like both of those available, don't we? In case we ever have to go back and craft anything on the basic one. All right, so now we have the advanced crafting table. And the uses for that, we can see there are 2 pages of recipes. So there are a couple of things, a couple of pages worth of things to craft here. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way for us to auto craft with these or not, but anyway, this is what we're looking to do. So at this point, I have made the elite catalyst. We have 8 of those made. I made the crafter tier 3. So we have a few of these components ready to go. Was it like this? And that was in the center. I think it's like that. Okay, so we have those guys ready to go. We can get rid of those other ones. So we need to make the oscillogloss block. And in order to make that, we can do the advanced metallurgic infuser again. So glowstone ingot, osmium ingot, refined obsidian. So all 3 of those make 2. Is it better to do it that way? Or can we do it in the smeltery? Oh, yeah, it's way better to do it that way. This is, yeah, 1 of each makes 1 of those. And this way, 1 of each makes 2 of those. So this is obviously better. So we need to make refined obsidian ingots, the osmium ingots, and the glowstone ingots. I don't think we've made that stuff yet, glowstone ingot. So to make glowstone ingot, we have to do osmium compressor glowstone. That seems like something we can do. I'm really enjoying the fact that I can click this button here and it auto fills this stuff. I guess we don't need that. Okay. So this would go over here into our osmium compressor. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. So that goes over here. We never hooked this thing up. It needs to get the osmium in here to fill this bar. But yeah, we should be able to make the compressed glowstone, or I guess the glowstone ingots now. If I want to make like, I don't know, 4 of those. I think we should be able to make those now, potentially. Actually, I'm not sure if it had enough of the glowstone, or the, yeah, it didn't have enough of the osmium. Okay, so that's another thing we need to hook up here. That needs a special input. Oh, man. Getting around this place is starting to get to be a real pain. So yeah, that's our compressing factory. So this guy needs a special input. So let's get rid of that. Yeah. So it looks like we do have purple set up, but I don't have a filter set on that. Yeah, so I need to, can I please get that? Or is it on the other side? There it is. So yeah, I need to set a filter on this purple one to only allow osmium ingots, and then we need to extract out of here. I need to set a filter or a pattern to put osmium ingots there. So let's do that real quick. Osmium. So we'll do a stack, and we need a filter. I'm not sure. Yeah, we don't have any more. So that's Ender filter, one of these guys. Nothing super special. Hopper. Click the button. There we go. And Hopper, there's our filter. Can you do that out here? I forget. You can't do it out here. Okay, so we want to filter whitelist only the osmium ingots. Then I do need to get myself a Yetta wrench. There we go. So we need to do a shift left click on this. Yep, and on the insert, we want to set the filter here. And we already have the filter setting, so that is good to go. So on this one, we just need to place those guys here. That should start filling up in this. And yeah, we need to set the auto sort on as well. I think that should be ready. Seemed like that was extracting kind of slowly. Is that set to auto extract, always active? And then if we look at the settings here, item config eject off. Let's put auto eject on. Maybe that'll speed things up a little bit. But anyway, now at this point, we should be able to make the glowstone ingots. No problem. We got the osmium going in that machine. I don't know. Is there a way to get more osmium out of the ingots here? Like, is that what all you do is just place the ingots into this slot? Is there like a compressed osmium? I honestly don't know. Maybe there's a better way of like melting it down and putting the liquid in here directly. Yeah, I honestly don't know. But anyway, now that we got that going, we should be able to make the rest of this. So let me make the compressed. Well, we don't have a way to make the compressed obsidian ingots. Let me go ahead and get the rest of this stuff going, and then we'll continue on. Cool. So we have the refined obsidian, we have the glowstone ingots, and we got the osmium ingots. We've already had those. So I was looking, as I put the glowstone in my inventory, we got the quest complete for this, and then it unlocked this one here, the oscillogloss stuff. I think we got that as a quest reward previously. But anyway, let's go ahead and come in here to the mechanism section. We will do one of those. We'll do one of these, and we will do one of those. And click that button to claim all of them. Okay, so we get sweet potato pie. We get ourselves barbecue pulled pork and chili dog. All food rewards. Great. Well, now that we have this stuff, all of the components ready to go, we can place those into our advanced metallurgic infuser over here. I'm only going to do 5 at a time because I don't want this thing to run out of power and then do that problem, like I've said before, where it runs out of power and then it just will continually try that recipe over and over again. Yeah, I think we should be okay now if I put the other 5 in there. Okay, we've gained enough power back. Yeah, so it's going down, down, and we're good. All right, so there's 20 of the oscillogloss. So we are able to make that stuff no problem now, which is pretty cool. Is that one of the items for this? No, that's terrasteel. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like oscillogloss is any of those. Okay, well, we have that stuff now. So the elite crafting, we needed 18 of those in order to make these 2 blocks, so that's good to go. So now we got a few more thermal expansion items to craft, like that flexed phytogrow stuff. I don't believe that's too bad to do. Let's make our 2 blocks and get those set up, though. So there is 2 of those. And like that. Very good. All right, so flexed phytogrow. All right, so in order to make that, we have to make the rich phytogrow and put it into an energetic infuser. And in order to make the rich stuff, we need rich slag plus saltpeter, niter, nitrate dust, and then some wood pulp. I think we might be able to do that. Or it looks like we can do this method with the rich slag, pulverized charcoal. All right, well, let's see what we have here as far as this stuff. So come in here, this one, can we do this? Looks like we cannot do that because we're missing pulverized charcoal. But you know what? Let's just grab some charcoal. We'll run it through our pulverizer, and then we will no longer have that problem. All right, so there's some pulverized charcoal. Well, it looks like we only had 1 rich slag. Okay, well, we have the rich phytogrow anyway. So now we need to get ourselves an energetic infuser, which I don't think we've made yet. Do we have a machine frame? Oh, we don't. I'm going to have to make one of those. Let's double check. Energetic. Doesn't look like we have one, do we? Nope. Is that a quest for thermal expansion for the energetic infuser? I wonder. We did all those right here. All right, there is a quest for it. So let's go ahead and make some more of these machine frames. We might knock out all of these all the way up to here. Actually, we might just do them all. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 machine frames that I have to do. So that is 4 recipes. Since we get 2 of them per craft. Advanced thermionic fabricator. Ugh, all of these things. I want to make all these machines and do it the best way possible, but we're going to do it this method. So I need to do this recipe 4 times. Let me get to it. We'll be back. Oh yeah, so we are getting all the quests knocked out, guys. I was thinking that we were going to have to make a whole bunch of machines here. In fact, we only had to make the fractionating still and then the energetic infuser. Yeah, that unlocked a whole lot of these quests we had already done that I didn't realize. Yeah, we've already made the compactor. That's how we make our plates and our gears. We made the sawmill. That's how we're getting more planks from our logs. The induction smelter, of course, we've been using that all the time. Energetic infuser we had to make. We already made the fluid transposer and the magma crucible a while ago. So yeah, we just had like 2 of these things holding us back. So let's go ahead, go through here. We have a lot of rewards that we are going to have to claim. And again, I'll just keep doing like the round robin, top to middle to bottom kind of a thing. I don't know if that really matters or how big of a difference it makes, but yeah, might as well give each like a fair chance at getting us something good. We can click that button, claim them all, and we get a whole bunch of loot chests in our inventory. Okay, so we get an ultimate furnace, so that's the second time we've gotten one of those, right? Or is that the third? Ultimate, yeah, that's the second time. Okay, so we've gotten that twice in this playthrough. That's pretty cool. Let's do this one. Elite motor. I'm not sure what this is for. That's an epic reward. What's the uses on those? That goes into, oh, okay. So this goes into advanced rocketry stuff. Awesome. Okay, so that's going to be useful here pretty soon, I'm sure. Fluxed electrum block. Coconut shrimp. We get ourselves some light blue stained glass. A nether smoker. Actually not sure what that is. Is that just the blocks that make smoke in the nether? Maybe that's all that is. Okay. So it's not useful at all. Spaghetti and meatballs. And finally, we get ourselves some signalum plated impulse item duct. So that's the second time we've received that reward. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I like all these things. Oh, you know what? I put that coconut shrimp in here. Yeah, we really, I don't know. I've been keeping all of our food items in the fridge down here. It almost feels like it's about time to just dump it all into applied energistics and stop separating it out like that. But anyway, we have ourselves the energetic infuser. This is the item that we were waiting for, and we don't really have a good place to put it. I need to move our laser or something. I guess we can just stick it right here. This is probably not a machine that we're going to automate or use too often. I can only expect. But anyway, we place in the rich phyto grow in there, and there's our fluxed phyto grow, and we have to make 2 of those, so that's easy enough. That should go a little bit faster since it's got more power in there. There we go. There's also augments you can place in the energetic infuser, which will put as much power into the item as it can possibly receive, instead of being limited to whatever the maximum power per tick is. And then, of course, we can also upgrade the machine so it holds more internal power and can transfer more at a time, so on and so forth. So the fluxed phyto grow is the next item on our list that we needed to do over here. So let's place those guys down. Okay, we can remove that from our bookmarks. So signalum cell frame full requires us to have a signalum cell plus 40 blocks of redstone. And to get the signalum frame, we need a reinforced cell frame full. So that's a reinforced cell frame filled with molten aluminum. So the reinforced cell frame requires a hardened cell, which is this recipe over here. Yeah. Okay, so energy cell frame, that is the machine frame. So you know what? Even though I made extra of those, I did make the machine frames that we needed, that we didn't actually need. So yeah, even though I did all that, I think that's still fine since we're going to need these anyway for these, I guess the cell frames or whatever. So yeah, let's see here. The energy cell frame. So how many of these do we need in total? Just 2? Is it just 2? Yeah, it's just those 2. Plus we need 4 of the hardened cell frame. So in fact, we do need 6 of these things. So cell, do we have any of these? No. All right, so we'll place those in there. Let's do all 6 then. That was very nice that the amount we needed is the amount that we actually made by accident, but it's not really on accident anymore. It's on purpose. Now, I should probably go through here. Yeah, so we are going to need all of these things. So steel casing, we need 6 of those. Looks like we can do that. We are going to need 6 steel rod, which we have those already. Steel casing, we have those. Okay, and Invar gear and Invar plates. So Invar gear, we don't have a recipe for that. So let's make a recipe for Invar gears. I've been trying to get all the different gear recipes in its own place. So we'll do it in the metal press. Don't need that there, like so. And metal press. Yeah, I've been overflowing our gears over into our gear one because this one right here, well, I thought it was completely full. It's pretty much completely full anyway. So Invar gear, we need to get 6 of those. And then we need 6 Invar plates, which I'm not sure why that doesn't appear here, but apparently we never made a recipe for Invar plates, so let's do that one as well. So this guy, that guy, compactor, like so. Oh, that's the one that we're completely out of. You know what? We should have the ability to make plates over here, I think. So that's our gear one. Is this our plate one? This is our plate one. Since we set all these things up, we might as well use them. I mean, we could tear these down and make ourselves another thermal expansion compactor and overflow into it, or put another interface on the back of this. But you know what? It's fine. Let's just use those machines. So we need 6 of those. And it's not incredibly fast, but it's not like really slow either. So that's all the things that we need. Now it's just a matter of placing them over here on this thing and waiting for forever for this thing to happen. I think I'm doing these in the right one, and then these go in the center. Yeah, that looks right. Cool. Well, gonna have to wait on this stuff for this to complete. But yeah, we are making some pretty good progress here. So it looks like we're gonna have the 4 hardened cell frames for this, and then we can start upgrading these guys to the full cell frames. What are we making here? The Signalum cell frame full. Cool. And then we're gonna have to start working on this mana dust. Well, you know what? I don't think we're gonna be able to get all of that done today. We made some pretty good progress. More auto crafting stuff done. Whole lot of quests complete that we had pending, but they were roadblocked, but we got those things completed now. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.